In the summer of 1914, as Europe plunged into the chaos of the First World War, armies marched across fields, trenches were being dug, and millions prepared for a conflict that would reshape the world. But far away from the trenches, in the cold grey waters of the North Sea, something equally deadly was taking shape. While soldiers clashed on land, the British Royal Navy had crafted a secret plan, a risky gamble that aimed to strike the German Navy right at their doorstep. This wasn't just another patrol. This was something new, a naval trap. Where the sea meets power, history is written. Welcome to Code of Sea. The hidden strategy begins. The Imperial Navy was strong, proud, disciplined, and protected behind fortified bases along the North Sea. Every morning, their patrols sailed out from the island of Heligoland, a fortress-like outpost bristling with coastal defenses and minefields. Light cruisers, destroyers, and torpedo boats would spread like a spider's web, sweeping the waters to protect their coast. To the Germans, this routine felt safe, secure, ordinary. But the British Admiralty, using their advantage in wireless interception, had noticed something dangerous. The German patrols were predictable. They left at the same time, followed the same routes, and fell back into harbor by evening. Predictability is death in war. The British decided to turn this routine into a weakness. They built a layered ambush. First wave. Fast destroyers would charge into German waters, deliberately drawing out pursuit. Second wave, British light cruisers would be waiting to engage, pinning the Germans in open battle. Final wave, hidden just beyond the mist, 3 powerful battle cruisers, each armed with massive 13.5-inch guns, ready to deliver the knockout blow. At the time, no one had ever attempted a trap like this at sea. It was a naval experiment, and the Germans would be the test subjects. The battle unfolds like a trap snapping shut. August 28th, 1914, before sunrise. The North Sea was covered in thick fog. British destroyers moved quietly through the haze, their engines low, crews tense, waiting. It didn't take long. German torpedo boats spotted the intruders. Convinced it was a small British raid, they rushed forward, eager to claim an early victory for the Kaiser. But the fog hid more than just destroyers. As they closed in, British cruisers suddenly emerged out of the mist. Their guns opened fire, shells ripping across the water. One German commander later wrote that it felt like ships were appearing out of the fog like ghosts, surrounding us from nowhere. German reinforcements scrambled to join. Light cruisers Köln, the hammer falls, secret weapon arrives. Then, when the battle was at its most chaotic, the fog parted. From the horizon, 3 shadows emerged, massive towering ships led by Vice Admiral David Beatty. The British battle cruisers had arrived. Their 13.5-inch guns dwarfed anything the Germans had in the fight. When they opened fire, the effect was devastating. The cruiser Mainz, Ariadne burst into flames, explosions lighting the morning fog. Köln, outnumbered and outgunned, tried to retreat but was hammered until it sank beneath the waves. The Germans were stunned. This wasn't a battle anymore. It was a carefully prepared execution. Hidden outcomes. Most people don't know. The battle seemed small. A handful of ships sunk, others damaged. But the psychological effect was enormous. German sailors began to fear leaving harbor without their entire fleet. The Kaiser ordered the Navy to stay close to home, avoiding risky patrols. This caution played directly into British hands, allowing them to tighten their naval blockade around Germany. That blockade slowly strangled the German economy, starving both its industries and its people. And the Germans adapted in another way. Since surface ships now felt too vulnerable, they invested heavily in submarines. Those U-boats would later terrorize the Atlantic, merely bringing Britain to its knees. In short, a single ambush in 1914 reshaped the naval balance for the entire war. The British actually used fake wireless signals to confuse German communications, tricking their response timing. Some German officers described the fog as feeling supernatural, as if the sea itself had betrayed them. Vice Admiral Beatty almost missed his signal to join the battle. Had he arrived late, the ambush could have backfired, and the British might have suffered catastrophic losses. History often hides behind what-ifs, and this battle had plenty of them. This wasn't just a battle at sea. It was a mind game, a carefully staged deception that told the German Empire, "You are not safe, not even in your own waters." The First World War had only just begun, but the message was already clear. The North Sea would not be Germany's shield. It would be Britain's hunting ground. If you want more hidden stories like this, unknown tactics, intercepted codes, and naval mysteries, make sure to hit subscribe.